Welcome to Independent News Desert Hot Springs. So let's try something here. Let's try to make a call. We'll see what happens. We're going to see if this person picks up.
Hello?
Hi, Denise.
Hi.
Hi, it's Steve.
Oh, hi, Steve.
Hi, you're live on my internet radio show, and I wanted to bring you on if you have a few minutes to tell us updates on the bills in California. I saw you today at your speaking engagement. It was wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me get my headset. Hold on.
Sure.
Can I get my headset? Alright. Hold on for a minute. Hello?
Hi, I'm here.
Hi. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
I didn't get my headset on. All right. Yeah. Hi.
Hi, I want to see if there are times when I can have you call in, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these segments, I'm going to put them into things, and I'm going to push them out by promoting them on Facebook, and I'm going to go all around the country with it. I'm going to push this. I'm doing my thing, and I want to include you as a guest at different times.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. I'm totally down to do that.
Awesome. So hold on a second, Denise. So who I have on here is a huge fighter in the health freedom movement. Denise, I spent the first half hour of my show here today talking about health freedom, talking about, Brittany Cara and where I met people back at the Children's March for Humanity, and just about what's in food and things like that. And Denise has a huge audience, and Denise has got a lot of respect. She's a sweet, you have such a sweetness about you that I think is just awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So in the meantime, I pulled up one of your pages, and I've just got it here on the screen behind me, and it's showing who you are and what you're about. You're in Stockton, California, and you're fighting in your area. So what's going on? Where are we at with the health freedom today?
Oh, have you spoke about? Are you looking to see about SB 276?
There's 276 and there's 277, so I'll just let you go. I know about them, but I wanted to get your take on all of it.
Yeah, well, we have so many bills that are attacking health freedom right now. 276 has passed the Senate, and we're looking at Governor Newsom. He is saying that he's not supporting this bill, which I really hope that that's the truth. But at the end, I hope people understand, do not comply. You can pull your children out of school, you can homeschool them, and if you can't homeschool them, you can find a co-op to help you, and that's what I'm working on right now. Both bills are complete overreach in the state of California, and honestly, it's unconstitutional, even though it hasn't held up in court. So we're fighting both bills. We do have success in killing Bill SB 421, which was Senator Pan's children's cabinet, and that was a bill to oversee all the care of children in California. So that bill was dead in the Senate, I believe. But AB 262 did pass. That gave the public health officer the ability to quarantine and to take care of outbreaks by any means necessary. There are a lot of security bills in California, including 499, AB 499, and 329, which are all complete attacks on the family unit. So we have a ways to go, but I'm hoping that we build an army of parents who are not going to comply and who are going to stand up against bot politicians.
Now, thank you for updating on all those, and that's very important to break down all of them. You did a great job with that. I look at things a lot from the 30,000-foot level, and I do see the system starting to say, oh, whoa, maybe we're going a little too far, but that doesn't mean they may play possum at different times to hope. I think what they're hoping to get some yellow vests to back away, to thin out your group, but you obviously you double down every time. So I know you're optimistic, and you say my favorite thing you said was that we will not comply. You won't do this. So your next step is to build a homeschooling community. Is that what you're working on?
Yes, I started asking people people to wear yellow vests so that way we can all look cohesive together. We're bringing in what France did, and we're fighting globalism, because that's really what this is. It's not about vaccines. It's about taking your freedom little by little, and in order to take that freedom, they have to label us as crazy anti-vaxxers so people get scared of us. So that's not what this is. This is about freedom of religion, freedom of autonomy, and we need to protect it because there's nobody else that's going to do it for us. The doing is creating a database of families who are willing to do their own homeschool co-op and their own, basically their own community. I mean, we have a community of doctors, we have attorneys, we have nurses, teachers. So if we start getting organized and mobilized, we'll be able to build our own community and get out of the system.
I think you're right. I think it's just a matter of time before it becomes too much for them. But it doesn't mean they don't have plans. Again, from my 30,000-foot level, what do you think their next plan would be if the cause got too big? I don't see it just kind of like shutting off, like lights going off. I see them always adjusting to what you're building with your community and what I try to contribute to it too. What do you think they'll do?
Well, right now the goal is to get us off social media. They really want to separate us because they know that we have powers in numbers, and they know that if we continue to build a community, that they're going to be in a lot of trouble. And that's why we're seeing these mandates rolling out. That's why we're seeing that the adult mandates, because that's really where the goal is. So I see us as being separated off social media. The attacks from mainstream media are going to come a lot harder. So this is where I encourage people who are listening to start collecting phone numbers and email addresses and get off of social media so that way we can hit the streets when it needs to happen. And we've seen this time and time again in history. It took a revolution to make changes. And until a revolution is done, they're going to continue to push these unlawful laws on us.
Well, Denise, I want to go back to a question about what you just said, but before I forget, I want to tell you, can you set up some sort of PayPal or something for yourself? Because I want to give you money, or how can I send you money? It's important for us also to ask for money. You don't seem like the type to do that. I don't know how you're funding yourself and doing all this, but I want to tell you that I wish you'd have something going like that, because I would definitely contribute as I did. I've contributed to other groups, even if it's $5 a month, $10 a month. On a regular basis, I can contribute a little bit to you here and there. So please consider doing something like that. And I'm glad to hear you're going to do some T-shirts. I know that's going to help support you and fund you for a while. But going back to what you were saying before, the response that they'll give, I think we'll always have to fight them. But I see it's very promising with so many people coming out now. And that was what it was. It's the third dimension, like they're saying. We have to fight in the streets, but I see too much social media connected to the websites. I have a website now, and when I look at the analytics of it, I mean, it's like 75% of the people sent to the website come from social media. So the social media has to be a part in it up until a certain point. So how do you detach from social media but still need it so much?
Social media has done so much for us, and I do have a website. It's called theinformedmama.org. There is a donate button. I don't ask for donations. I self-fund, which, can obviously get very pricey. But lately I've been getting a lot of people who are more than willing to help. And, as you know, this gets very pricey. I travel up and down California, and I do free seminars for parents so that way they understand their rights when it comes to not vaccinating, when it comes to homeschooling, so that way they are armed with that information. But when it comes to social media, I get all my foot traffic. I mean, I have, my platform's about 65,000 right now.
Wow.
And what I ended up doing is just making business cards, and I put my website on there, and I remind people, hey, if I get shut down, please come to my website. So it's important for people who do speak out and who have a following start creating their sites and start getting off of Facebook. Facebook and Instagram are the main ones that obviously censor us. So if we can redirect traffic over to our website, not just handing out cards or handing out flyers, because we have to get back to grassroots. We've become way too comfortable with technology to where we forgot what it's like to be grassroots and to be in the streets and to talk to our neighbors face to face. That's the most important thing we can do.
Okay, so I won't keep you much longer unless you have more time. But I wanted to say that all the things that you listed about all those bills, I'm going to post them on my website that you mentioned. I'm going to post what you said where they stand. So I don't want to spend any more time on that. But what I want to ask you are some more detailed questions. If you have another couple minutes. First one being, it's very easy to get infiltrated. Like, for example, if you have all these rallies, it's very easy for the enemy, that I call them, to infiltrate, to pretend to be a person like you, and then do something that draws the attention away from your cause and onto somebody being kooky or wild or crazy. How do you balance all that with your groups and all your rallies?
I have found that.
I might have lost you.
I think fortunate.
Say that again.
It's going to happen in any movement. I mean, it's going to happen. This is where you use your best judgment. But I've been lucky enough to meet people face to face and to kind of pick their brains and understand where they're coming from. And you can kind of get a feel for if they're really in this or if they're just trying to advantage, because every movement is going to have infiltrators. We can't weed them out, but we can use our best judgment on what kind of information we share.
Okay, I think your solid persona is one of the ways that you don't get shaken easily. You're not upset by wild things people do. You stay focused and you stay on target with your message, and I see that about you. So that's. But you're not like everybody who wants to lead the cause, because I think you're right. I think it's time for all of us even in our own towns, to get out there onto the streets and hand out flyers, to have corners where we have honking horns and signs. And what would you put on a sign if it was the most important thing that you could put on a sign and have everybody standing saying the same thing? What would you have it say?
So many amazing things that we can say. We can say, just like Josh Coleman puts up, vaccine manufacturers cannot be liable. We put the amount of vaccine that children now get, because a lot of times parents think when they take kids to the doctor, they're only getting 4 shots because there's 4 jabs. Well, if you spell it out and you tell them, look, your kid's going to get 69 to 70 doses of vaccine, and you mark that down, that puts a big interest in people. Also letting people know there's no true placebo test. These things are important because mainstream media doesn't tell you. So what my focus is parental rights. I like to tell people, look, you're not going to have a choice. This is a overreach of state for my science. Do you get vaccines? Do you delay? Do you do the HPV vaccine? You're no longer going to have a choice, because parents like choices. And when you tell them that their choices are being taken away, they're very upset. And this is what's worked for me. I do cafe hours in different cities. It started off in the living room, just a group of parents who wanted to get some information and understand where to find reputable sources. And now it's grown to where I travel California doing this. And everybody can do it. Everybody knows, everybody in this movement knows where to get reputable information. So I encourage everybody, get 5 parents together and start talking about where your activism can go. What part of the puzzle do you fit? Do you fit in legislation? Do you fit in going to the streets? Are you good at organizing? So that way we start working together and we start telling the community the facts, what's happening in California.
Well, the spirit of everything you just said, I'm going to do my best in my local area to push that forward. And I think the long answer, with a lot of good information you just said, was that vaccines are not reliable. That was the thing you started by saying about a poster board on the corner. And believe me, your face and name are going to be etched in stone as far as when this whole thing ends that we're going through right now. I'm calling my show The Build Up, because we're building up to something, and I'm trying to build people up. So your face is going to be on something carved in stone as one of the barbed wire hitters that you hit it first. You got a large following, and you got a lot of people listening to you that are being encouraged. I see the encouraging thing is I'm seeing so many more people starting to. That's all they put on social media now is you're being poisoned and blah blah. It's really growing. It's really growing.
It is. It's growing within my community, which is the Hispanic community. This is my focus point is the Hispanic community, the Black community, because we are absolute targets. So I'm starting to see the community coming out. I'm starting to see people who look like me are more involved, which is a big deal for me. You know, I stick out with a sore thumb. So when I start seeing people who look like me, it's like, wow, they woke up. And now we're seeing a lot of dads.
Excellent.
It's amazing to see the dads starting to back up their partners, because we need both parents on board. It can't just be one. You know, we get a lot of dads saying, I just let her make all the decisions. Well, what are you going to do when things hit the fan and you have to back her up? So we're seeing a lot of dads, and that's great. I'm seeing momentum happening, and we just have to keep on going.
You're right. You're right. Well, I won't keep any longer. Will you come on again? I'll do maybe next weekend or something?
Absolutely.
All right. Excellent. Well, I'll share this video with you, and you can kind of look at it and share it if you want. But I appreciate it. Everybody needs to do whatever they can, and I'm trying to do my part. This is what I came up with, my little home studio and my videos and my website. So thank you so much, sweetheart. You're awesome.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, there you go, folks. I mean, there's a heavy hitter right there. That's Denise. We've been friends for a while on Facebook because I see her spirit. I see her tiger fighting spirit. I don't know everything there is to know about her, but I take what she says that's truthful, that resonates with me, and I forward that and I push that. I can't keep up with how busy she is. I don't know. Again, I don't know everything about her. None of us can know everything about everybody. That's why in the city of Desert Hot Springs, I have supporters who are still a little bit hesitant. You know, back when I ran for mayor, some people were saying that I was a plant by the mayor. I was brought in as a person to run against the mayor by the mayor. I mean, yeah, there are people that do that. Well, I certainly wasn't one of them. And me even saying that to some people, they'd be like, "Yeah, there's proof. He's part of the mayor's thing." So you can have all these ideas of what might be going on and what might not be going on. So I don't get into that. I just read whatever makes sense to me. I take those pieces out, and I also watch out for things going in odd directions. I don't see her going in any odd direction, and I see her humble, and I see her warrior spirit and fighting spirit come out on a daily basis. Something artistic about her. She's got this hard side. It's almost like an art piece to her. She draws you in. She's got this artistic appearance where there's hard and there's soft all mixed together, and you can tell she's got a sweet temperament. She's not aggressive, and that offsets her. There's a bit of a hard edge to her. So I think she's just a very intriguing, interesting person, and as soon as I started to listen to her, she grabbed my attention about her knowledge about things, and at the same time, I think she's the type of person that she delved into other areas that she wasn't as knowledgeable about, and it confirmed her suspicions about the way. And I'm only analyzing her. I might be wrong, but I'm still free to analyze. But I think that because I've seen her come across as she's talking about globalism. She said, it's globalism is the problem. Now you can go off into that category and research globalism as deep as you want, and you could make that your cause, or you could go into GMO food and make that your cause. And I could see that she learned about other things going on that I find are factually backed up, but she pulled herself back and stayed on this health angle, fighting for health freedom. So I applaud her. I think she's really a great person, doing a great service to others, because she's just like your Brittany Carr. She's friends with Brittany Carr. She's hitting the barbed wire. She's laying herself down so that others can pour in over her and not get the cuts. She's taking them in the beginning so that when you come in and you fight, there's less people slinging arrows at you. Some of us have to sacrifice ourselves for that, and I'm doing that in the city of Desert Hot Springs. You're watching In Desert Hot Springs, independent news for DHS.